Hey now, everybody, what's going on? What's going on? It's your boy Mass Appeal with my homeboy YWG. We back again for another hour or two of communication with the masses. Um, Tonight's show was gonna be about some of the stuff that we've gone through in creating these YouTube pages. My YouTube page, I've been working on this for about 8 months. And this just started out as a project. I was going to catalog my move from Washington, D.C. back to the Midwest after not living in the Midwest for 15 years. So, and from those first videos of me doing videos back in Maryland when I was packing all my stuff up, this is what it has become. And tonight we're just going to talk about some of the stuff that we have gone through with our pages. What's going on, YWG, man?
What's going on, brother? What's going on?
Another day, another dollar.
Yeah, I know that's right.
I'm gonna leave that. I'm gonna leave that. I'm not gonna sing the last stanza. I'm just sing the first two. Just leave it alone. But yeah, man. What do you have to say about? I mean, it's just the intro right now. But what do you have to say before we get started late in a couple minutes in regards to some of the hardships that you've gone through in starting your YouTube page, brother?
Well, I'll start off by saying this. I just started my YouTube page in 2022, August of 2022. But I've been gardening since about 2019, and I've been actually doing videos since 2019. So I've been doing videos for a while. I don't know why I was doing videos, but I was just videoing my stuff as I was growing food. And then, of course, you started your channel, then you kind of twisted my arm to start my channel. And I'm not mad at that. But, tonight we're going to talk about a lot of ups and downs of owning a channel, having a channel.
And even about the reasons that we started our channels. I mean,
yeah.
Different reasons. People start their pages for different reasons, different motivations. And we're going to talk about some of that stuff because some of the motivations that make you start the page can be some of the reasons why you want to quit your page or why you go through little ups and downs. So, I mean, we're going to talk about that stuff tonight. Hopefully it's helpful to somebody that wants to start a page. And I mean, one thing I would say is a lot of people think that it's easy getting on this camera in front of, I mean, you're getting on and talking to people that you don't know, never met, never going to come in contact with. You got people that can get on here and talk crazy about you. You got people that can get on here and lie about you. So it takes a lot. People don't understand this. It takes a lot of cojones, guts, whatever you want to call it, to really get on here and express yourself in front of the masses. So I mean, that's one thing right there.
I mean, to be honest, man, just to have a YouTube page, you're actually talking to the world. Anyone who has internet access, you're talking to the world. Just sometimes when I look at my analytics, I look at all the countries that actually watch my video, all the way from India, Russia, China, Singapore, Philippines, US, Brazil. I mean, it's just China. It's so many folks that actually watch us, from all over the country. And
all over the country, all over the world, like you said.
Yeah, that's what I mean, all over the world. Yeah, it's a lot.
What's going on, Wally? What's going on, Miss T? How y'all doing tonight? Wally knows some of the things that we're gonna talk about tonight, man. He's gone through it. I mean, he's had a couple pages, so I know he's gonna be able to chime in on some of the things that we're discussing tonight in terms of creating these YouTubes and the motivations of why we've done it and things like that. But I'll we just go ahead and get into it. I mean, I will say that when I started the page, I wasn't thinking about. I mean, I really still don't think about, you know, um, subscribers and stuff like that. Even though you do worry about it. I mean, I'm not worried about it to the point where if I don't get a subscriber today, that it affects me. Whereas I've had conversations with people and they'd be like, "Man, you stuck on this number for this, or you stuck on this number for that." And one thing I'll say is that in the beginning, when I was going to different, growth pages where you go to somebody's page and you connect and you network with people, is that I would add people, and there would be people that would add me, but after about 2 or 3 days, all the people that add me, all those subscriptions would leave. So I really got to the point where I stopped going to those types of things, and I wanted to really connect with people who value some of the stuff that I was saying. So one thing I will say is when I stopped going to those pages, even though my subscribers slowed down, it really did slow down because the subscribers that I was getting going forward were people that I didn't have to worry about my subscriptions going up and down. It stayed where it was. Whereas, like I said, you would go in there and you would get 25 subscribers, and you'll wake up the next day and you lose 35 subscribers. So, I mean, that's some of the things that was frustrating to me in the early beginning. But like I said, I mean, when you go into something new, you look at things that you do wrong and you just try not to make those mistakes over and over. Oh, okay, yeah, we're gonna Wally want the link. Let's go ahead and let Wally up with us. But what you got to say about that, man? And I mean, your subscribers that you were getting in the early beginnings. I mean, did you have the same situations like I said where you would get like 25 subscribers and then the next day you would wake up and I mean I would lose 30 people. So it was like an up and down in the beginning. I mean, and you can't go live unless you have 100 subscribers and things like that. And it was like I was stuck. I would get to 106 and I would get the link to go live, and then the next morning I would beat it back down to like 89 or something like that. So it was stuff that was really, really, I won't say frustrating, but it was you just look at it like, man, what's really going on? Did you have them issues?
Actually, no, I didn't have those type of issues. Usually when I got a subscriber, I kept a subscriber. It wasn't until later months where I would lose 5 people in one swoop. But in the beginning, no, my growth started off kind of slow. I was probably averaging maybe about 20 people a month, if that. And with me, getting in front of the camera I was very nervous.
Yeah, man, you was because for a long time you would not get on. You would get on, but you wouldn't cut your camera on. You would
Well,
talk.
my style of YouTube is a little different. I think I was stating before when I do my videos, I'm not the star of the show. To me, the star of the show is my vegetables, my fruit. So I figure that less of me, more the fruit. Instead of walking in front of the camera talking and pointing to stuff and here is my avocado tree or whatever. I figure that I can show you what I'm looking at first person and I can move around easier with my camera set up. So that actually gave me the courage to sit in front of the camera, to be honest, because that was my nervousness of starting a channel is, I've been one of those dudes that I worry about what other people say, what they think. And I'm worried about trolls. I'm worried about people coming on clowning and just unnecessary nonsense. But I can honestly say that I haven't encountered that.
I
I
have.
mean, I'm just saying, just the group that subscribed to me, or even the non-subscribers. I don't get a lot of comments, but the comments I get are pretty good. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh wow, I didn't know you can do that. Because who I cater to is I cater to the novice. I cater to the people who, work an 8-hour day and they come home and they get a pot, some dirt, drop some seeds, put some water in it. I don't cater to the ones that say, "Oh, here's how you do agriculture and you got to have the sun tilted this way." That's not me,
So can
So
I ask you a question?
sure.
Did you do your page for fun or for money? Was
I
money a contributing factor of why you started the page?
No, I actually started my page because I just, I used to always put my stuff on Facebook, and I would see people like, "Oh wow, how did you do that?" And it's just like I just put dirt and seeds and water, and they look at what I can do, and I'm like, maybe if I do a video of this, I can show people what I'm doing in real time, so they can actually see my hands in the dirt, and I'm getting dirty. And I wanted just to show people how easy it is to grow your own food. And I believe that everyone should grow their own food. Even if you don't have the yard space for it, if you get sunshine shining on your property, grow some food. And then later on, I figure that I want to turn this into a money. Because to me now it's becoming a business. So yeah, it's a business. I know a lot of people won't admit that, but I'm admitted. I mean, hey, it's a business. I love doing it, and why not make money on stuff you love doing?
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, if I'm lucky enough to get 1,000 subscribers and I get to 4,000 watch hours, that'll be cool. But I don't think that I'm on some time frame where I'm like, man, if I don't have 1,000 subscribers by certain. Now, don't get me wrong, it's always good to have subscribers now, and I'll say that I put a couple of videos up that have been popular the last couple of days, and I have gained like 5 subscribers since the last time I put some videos up, which is a good thing. But I mean, I'm just trying to catalog my fun times. I mean, I'm just living life. That's why I say. And then at one thing I will say is that in the beginning, a lot of people was like, you need to focus, you need to have a focus on this, you need to focus on. And me is this kind of I don't live my life like that. So for me to just say, okay, this is what my videos are going to be about, this is what it's going to be about all the time, didn't really make sense to me because that's not how I live my life. So I mean, it's my life, unscripted. You never know what you're gonna get. I mean,
Yeah,
let's see how you doing tonight.
I guess what I can say is, hey, Miss T, I guess what I can say about me doing my channel is I have yet to come across folks that say you need to do this and this is how you do it. And if you want to make money, do it this way. If you garden, I need you to garden this way and do that way. I haven't encountered that. And
Well, see, I have had people that have came to me, this is what you shouldn't do, and you should do it like this, and you should do it like that. And it would be things that I would do that was 180 degrees away from what this person was telling me to do. And then the stuff that I was doing, they added it to their repertoire of what they were doing. So it was like
that is true. I
remember.
remember.
I had a couple people that told me to do stuff, and I didn't do it, and I did something a different way. And then the way that I did it, they added it to their repertoire of how they were doing things. So it was like, a person will say something, but their actions will tell you exactly what's going on. So I knew that I was on to some things. So,
well, you know what though? That means you have a fan. You have a fan, and the thing that you added to your channel was actually a good thing. I said it was a good thing. The other person said no, and then they wound up doing it. And I'm like, you know what? That's crazy. And I pointed that out.
And this person, and we ain't gonna say no names or nothing like that, but this person went extra hard on what they told me not to do. Yeah, I'm talking about extra hard.
Well, yeah. What do they say? Flattery, copying is
mimicry is the best. It's the
flattery.
best
Yeah.
form. Yeah. So I mean, you look at like Miss T said, she's heard so many suggestions. Yeah, people are going to always try to tell you this is wrong and this is right. But I mean, I think it's YouTube. It's you. It's your vision of what you want to put. Now, sometimes you're gonna have to calibrate things if you're trying to get viewers or you're trying to do some things. But I mean, your page is your page. You're supposed to do it how you want to do it.
That is true. That is true. And just far as people suggesting, Miss T, I don't know if the advice that you're getting is good advice. Does it make sense? Because sometimes people are helpful, especially the OGs who've been doing this for a while.
And I have guys, I have received a lot of helpful information,
Yeah.
but just on that same hand, I've got good information and I've got bad information. So,
Yeah.
you just
And
got to take it for what it's worth.
and see me, I don't know how I would take advice from someone. I really don't know because I haven't gotten it yet. Miss T said people mimic her live streams.
Yeah. Miss T, you'll be surprised. You'll be surprised how people are lurking. But I mean, they can try to do it like you, but only you can do it like you.
But you know what? This actually was this was supposed to be my first live stream on my page. It's not up. It's not working. So officially, I haven't done a live stream yet.
It didn't.
No, I'm not. It's not live streaming to my page. So I'm still new to the live streaming on my page. But with you, I live stream twice a week. So it happens. It happens. We're gonna figure this out. But I do take some pointers from gardeners, OG gardeners, who've of course started channels before me. And I pay attention because some stuff actually I look at and say, you know what, that makes sense. And I do follow some of those things, but it's just verbally. Nah, I haven't had anyone verbally say anything to me.
I mean, like I said, I've talked to some big YouTubers and I've talked to some little smaller YouTubers and I've talked to some YouTubers that when I knew them, they had a certain amount of viewers, and then over the time of me knowing them, they've grown exponentially. So, you look at what people do and you just try to add a little bit of what their mojo to the mojo that you have.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I look at more now. I would say I look at more YouTube than TV.
you just getting there, bruh. I've been looking at
No,
you.
I'm saying I've been doing that, but I mean, it's as like now it's a lot. I mean, I probably got like 3 or 4 TV shows that I watch
I don't even,
that are on cable and regular TV, and I
yeah,
mean,
I don't even think I watch TV, man. I've been watching YouTube since 2009 as my primary television.
yeah, and working on my business, so I don't really have a lot of time to watch TV. But I just noticed that the time that I would have been watching TV, now I'm looking at YouTube, so I'm always scouring YouTube, looking at stuff.
But I would definitely say this: ever since I created my page, I got more respect for content creators now. Way more respect. When I watch a lot of content now, I definitely try to give a thumbs up if I like the content, and I definitely try to comment because it's just like if I reciprocate that love, I want the same in return. So,
Right.
if I give that type of love, and I watch people how they do their presentation, how they set up the camera, how they had the background, how they walk through, how they discuss certain things, and being in this, I don't know if I want to call it a business yet because I'm not making money, but just being in this business, I respect a lot of YouTubers now of what they have to go through to make content.
I mean, it's a lot of people are like, man, you could do this, or you need to do this, or you need to do that, and I'm trying to explain to them like, okay, I have a day job. On top of I have my own business that I'm trying to work on. on top of doing the YouTube thing. So I mean, it's like, man, you can only cut the pie so many. You can
Woo!
only so many slices in the pie, and it's like
You know how thin my pie is.
yeah. So it's like
And I'm about
what another person is doing in their day
yeah,
may not even compare to. But you'll have a person saying, "Well, you need to do this. You're gonna put X amount of content out on this day or this," and
yeah.
that's why it was like, well, I'm not really doing this for money.
Well, yeah, some people, this is like their only gig, what they do, and I respect that too. But
Yeah,
someone like yourself, or or me, I work 7 days a week for someone else, and I got this channel going, and then I'm about to create a new channel.
2 new channels.
Yeah, 2 new channels, really.
Yeah,
So, but I'm gonna have a partner on the
I
third.
mean, yeah, I mean, I
But
think that's going. I mean, that channel right there is, yeah, I think that's the one that's going.
so I mean, and I'm taking care of so much here at the house. I mean, not only making content, but I got to check on plants. I got to make sure everything stay water fed, make sure it get enough sunlight, make sure it doesn't get too cold outside, make sure the indoor stuff. I got my grow tent back there, my miniature grow tent. I got watermelon in that drone, tomatoes, peppers. So, and then my grow tent, I got stuff out there, then I got stuff outside. So it's, yeah, you're right. You're right. It's a lot. It's a
So what?
lot.
What would you say was? What would you say was some of the things that you've gone through since starting your page in August?
Frustration. That's my biggest thing is frustration because I got over the shyness of talking in front of a camera. I'm not that doesn't bother me anymore because I get in front of a camera and I just talk my talk. So that was the biggest hurdle. My hurdle now, or my frustration right now, is April had to be my worst month as far as gaining new subscribers, gaining watch hours. It seems like in the month of April, everything just slowed down to a crawl. And April probably has been my worst month ever on YouTube. Worst month ever. And
You think
you get
so?
I'm sorry.
You think so?
Oh, I know so. I'm just looking at the analytics because anytime I get 3 subscribers in the month of April, I'm like, okay, it's not me. It can't be me. Then I put a short out and my short stays at single digits for like 3 weeks. And I'm like, what? I said, it's only 24 seconds. How does that even work?
I mean, it can be frustrating. It
I'm
can be.
very,
I mean, it can
very,
be. It can really be frustrating. I
I,
mean,
I came that close, dude. Okay, now
yeah, I've had to talk you off the ledge a couple times.
you had to talk me off the ledge. Now I got content already in the hopper. My content, I can just sit back and do nothing up until July. That's how much content I have that's in the hopper. And I usually roll like that. Um, and I just like, I don't know when the last time I made a video or edited a video. It's been months. And you talked me off the ledge, and I got back out there this week, and I think I did like 3 or 4 videos. I haven't even edited them yet, but I did 3 or 4 videos just to get back off that ledge because I'm I don't know. Maybe I just get frustrated easy. Maybe that's just my personality.
You think?
Yeah, I think that's my personality. I
I thought there was something where you could click play all, but I don't think you can do that on your own video.
have
Because I
no
was
idea.
gonna play some of our content while we was, but I think I can go to your page and I can play your content.
Okay.
So yeah, if you haven't been to your Weekend Gardens page, Here is his page.
That dude right there, man, he hood famous.
He's
He
hood
famous. I'm hood famous. But yeah, man. That's just my biggest hurdle right now is just getting back into gear. And just maybe I need to get out of the mind frame of the numbers, because for a while I stopped watching my analytics and everything. And it was so bad. Whenever my videos come out every Monday and Friday at 12 a.m., it got so bad that if I woke up in the middle of the night, say at 1 o'clock, I said, oh, shoot, my video got released today. I wonder how many people saw me. And I'm looking, I'm like, oh, man, just 2. You know, and I'm like, and I go to bed. As soon as I wake up, I'm like, okay, I'm up to 5. You know, and I said, you know what? I got to stop doing that because it's driving me crazy. And I have to get into the mind frame of, look, I'm going to put the content out and let it do what it do. I'm moving to the next project. And I think that's where I'm trying to get my mind frame into, because
yeah, man.
Yeah,
You was real fixated on the money and I mean it's easy to happen. You can get fixated, but if you get fixed, if the money is the only thing that you're worried about, then that'll drive you crazy.
I don't think it's that. I don't think it's that. I think it's the need to want to be liked. You know,
I mean, money don't have nothing to do with you being liked.
No. It's not the money. I think I look at the videos because I have a need to be liked. I want to be liked.
You have a need for your videos to be liked.
No, I want to be liked because I am the video.
No, you said that's what I'm okay. So that's where the disconnect is, because you want to be liked, but then the focus has to be on you, not the vegetables.
Well, no.
Vegetables are just a vessel of what you're trying to do.
I'm still part of the video. It's still me. You still hear my voice.
Yeah.
Like right here, you see me. That's my face. Now, I don't know how many views that got, but it's the need to want to be liked by people. And I think that's something I'm trying to move away from and just say, you know what? It is what it is. It's gonna develop how it's gonna develop. And that's a psychological thing.
Right.
That has nothing to do. That's psychological or wanting to be liked. That has nothing to do with YouTube.
Right. And I had to get you. Yeah. And I had to. We've had conversations. We've had conversations offline, and I was trying to get you away from that. You know.
Yeah. But see, that's long before YouTube. That's since
yeah. I mean, that's ingrained in you. It's something you got break.
Yeah. And no, that's not gonna be at my age. That's not gonna be broken.
I know.
It's already baked in the cake. But I guess what I'm saying is, when you wake up and you get like maybe 1 comment or 2 comments, it's just like, okay, give me some feedback. What am I doing? You like the video? You don't like the video?
I mean, you know, you're not gonna get that kind of input from just a regular, average, everyday viewer. I don't think.
Well, I don't have everyday viewers. I got viewers all over the country.
Right. But what I'm saying is some people don't comment.
That's true.
I don't comment on all. I'll be honest. I make all videos like you said. If I go to a person's page and I look at the videos, if I like the content, I'll like the video.
Yeah.
And there will be videos that I will comment on. Mm-hmm. The first time when I first sub to someone's page, the video that I look at that made me sub, I will always leave a comment on that one, like new supporter.
Yeah. And people people who I am subscribed to, I do watch their videos, and when I watch their videos, I always make a comment. I at least let them know that, hey, I'm still here. I'm supporting you. I got your back, because I give what I want. You get what I'm saying? If that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, I got you.
And that's just in my nature. And I'm not going to say it's a bad thing or whatever, because everyone on the planet has a psychological issue. That's just everyone does. This just happens to be mine.
I won't say it's psychological. I won't say it's a psychological issue. I say it's a quirk. Everybody has their quirk.
Well, it's a psychological. Everyone fits a psychological profile on the planet. There's no getting around it.
I mean, yeah.
So this is mine, and I own it.
I'm an introvert, extrovert.
And that's part of the DSM-4 and 5.
Yeah, I'm an introvert, extrovert. I've done that. I can't remember. I've done it like 2 or 3 times. I can't think of the name of the test that you do, but yeah, every time I've done it, I'm an introvert, extrovert.
Yeah, and then some people OCD.
Those are different degrees.
Yeah, those are always psychological. Those are psychological traits. Everyone has them, so there's just no getting around it. Mine just happen to be, I like to be liked.
That's like trolls. That's like trolls. Trolls get off of going on people's pages and trying to get a rise out of them.
Yeah, you got some people
that trolls like stealing your energy.
Yeah. And I've been blessed.
There's always going to be people that are going to try to steal your energy. You just got to, you guys got to deflect that, man.
Hey, Evie.
Hey, Evie.
My thing is this. I understand trolls. I did some trolling before. Some of them, I've done it before because, I see something and someone to say something wild off the hook, and I'm like, I gotta get them. I'm sorry, I gotta get them. So I troll them. But so far, I've been blessed not to be trolled. Okay,
But I mean, I haven't been. I'm not gonna say I've been trolled. If anything, I've been trolled by some of the people I was cool with.
Yeah, I did see that. That was hilarious.
You get trolled in different ways, but I mean, I haven't. I mean, the thing about it is public speaking and getting in front of people and things like that. I've been doing that all my life, so it's just like this is just another facet of that. So it didn't getting in front of the camera and talking and stuff. It didn't really faze me because I've had a radio show before and I've done some other things that are TV, radio related. So just getting on here and talking, I mean that's easy.
Yeah.
For me. Now, like you said, for you, it was like it was anxiety. It was like you had to do steps. You had to get on here. You had to get on here and talk behind your name, and then you worked up to one day you just cut your camera on. So I understand that.
Yeah, like
got our boy Wally. He gonna come up here with us and talk now. See, sometimes Wally will get on the camera, but Wally's being shy tonight. He just has his logo up.
It's probably a bad hair day.
Yeah, funny, but no, I'm on my phone.
No, you're on your phone, Wally. Okay, brother. This is Wally from Wealth Talk Productions. If you all don't know, if you haven't been to Wally's page, go over to Wealth Talk Productions. Check him out. He's got a lot of good financial information that will be very, very helpful to you in a concise manner that anyone can understand. So go check Wally out, Wealth Talk Productions. So what's up, Wally? What do you have to say about the topic that we're talking about in terms of?
He's on the phone.
Oh,
yeah, he said he was on the phone.
No, he's on his phone. He's on here on his phone, not on the phone.
I'm on here, but I had something. I was looking at something else. Sorry about that.
Yeah, man. Wally's always talking. It's probably something dealing with some money, knowing Wally.
Oh no, that was something else. But no. I mean, as far as content goes, I mean, it's just understanding the game at this point. That's all you have to do. Really do. That's it. It's just understanding the game, understanding where the lane's going, where the trend's going, where the effort's going. That's just it. I mean, eventually, I would say this. Like when I started off, for me, it was just more of, okay, so how does everybody does this? And that's like, okay, once you figure it out, once you know where to go and all this and pick and choose, I was like, okay, cool. So you get the basics. Now you're logging it in, connecting it all together, and then now you're trying to figure out, basically like, how to do things, how to set up things and everything else. What are you able to do, what you're not able to do, because of course, most things, there's a paid service, then there's the free service, what you got amongst the free service, and how far you can go. And of course, as they always say, you build it as you fly it, and then you keep going from there. But if there's not nothing much more than I learned in this game more than ever is trying to really read your YouTube studios. That was the real thing I had to really learn over everything else. I mean, if there's nothing else I had to really learn, it's just the reading my statistics. If I actually read those a little bit more better, and I was really more knowledgeable about that, I probably would have kept all those videos up, maybe. But pick and choose.
Let me ask you a question, Wally. How long have you been a YouTuber?
I've been on YouTube on my channel for, hold on, let me go look it up. I probably would say 2 years right now, give or take.
So you still got that water behind the ears like us?
No, not really.
How many pages have you had, Wally?
Wait a minute. Yeah, it's about to be 2 years. So it's been a year and a few months. Now, as far as how much channels do I have, I only have, as far as actively, one. But, well, okay. Let me rephrase that. I had two, but one of them I sort of stopped, and then I, reworking it, and then this one I'm just getting it back into the game. But overall, how many channels do I have in total? I have 3 right now.
Okay. So are they all similar content? Different?
Oh no.
Totally different content?
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie to you. If I made like 3 channels amongst the same topic, it's gonna be under just one channel overall. It's like I don't feel like, I'm gonna say it like this. If I do a similar topic of channel, I would literally it would be, I wouldn't say it'd be under the channel or neither. It would be another brand under the main channel. So that's one thing. But other than that, no. Every channel that the other channels that I do have, they're all different. They all do different things.
Okay.
Yeah, and I believe everybody should have that across the board.
And that's
have more than one channel?
Yes, of course.
No, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think in YouTube, once you really understood, like once you really get a grasp for it, really, and you start to see what you can do. This is my thing. I'll say this. There is gonna be that one channel you do that is gonna be about whatever you really want to do, right? But then there's gonna be that other channel you have interest in, but you're not really focused on that because it's like, yeah, you do this stuff, you watch this, or this or that, but it's like you don't really put your energy towards that. Your real passion is here, but you got interests in other places. The reason why I say you would want to have at least 2 is because that other interest that you may have, it may be more beneficial than the main one you're doing. And at least if that's the case, let that drive up, and then you can tell people from that side of the channel to, hey, I got another one that I really do, that I'm really passionate about. If anyone y'all are interested, come over this way. So you use it as a plug.
Okay, I'm with you, Wally. I'm with you. So, what were some of the frustrations that you have dealt with in the 2 years that you've had your page? Because one thing I will say is sometimes you go long stretches without posting videos like I do. And is that purposely, or is that strategic, or is it just
strategic more than anything else? Part of it's mostly strategic. Another part of it is also, back studio stuff. So basically, that can be computer issues and everything else. So at a time when I was starting this game, and I didn't knew this properly, I had a laptop that was only 4 gigabytes worth of RAM. So I was literally working from that laptop. It was working for me for a good minute, and then it just went to mush. So a lot of the things that I was doing, it was just really beating it up, and it couldn't stay stagnant long enough. So it was like anything, and I really didn't know about computers. So that was the major reason why I was so gone for so long, not knowing what I was picking for a computer to really do streaming. Once I understood that part of the game, now I was like, okay, now I'm gonna get in this morally correct. So if you're using a computer, a laptop, or a desktop, uh, understand what you really need when you're really doing this work. Because if you don't know, you can mess yourself up in the long run, especially if you don't know it in ahead of time. So that's one thing I realized when it came to this game. It was really just picking a computer and working with it. But like I said, for the time that I had it, it was pretty decent. I had what I had at the time, and it worked for what it worked for. Um, I mean, honestly, if I sit here and tell anyone, if you had to start with something better than nothing, at the most least, work with an 8 GB of RAM computer. At best, if you had to start with something better than nothing, but at the best, least effort, try 16 GB. It'll save you time.
And you know what? I'm glad that you brought this up, Wally, because when we were talking about our frustrations, electronics wasn't one of the topics that came up between me and your weekend gardener. So I'm glad that you came up here and gave that input, because yeah, that wasn't, and that can be probably the most frustrating out of all, because without your computer, you really can't move the way you want to in the YouTube.
Yeah, right. Right. I mean, to be honest, the reason why I didn't at first, like I said, because I didn't really knew about it that much for it to be a frustration. So I never put the energy on it that much until I really understood, like, this is why I'm not really working effectively the way I should be, or why my computer is acting fidgety. I'm like, okay. And then it's like once you start looking for a computer around that market of, amount of RAM, amount of storage and all that, and it's like, God damn, you like, I should have did see, and you thinking to yourself, how much I paid for this computer again? See, I wasted my money on this computer. No, I could have got a better computer way early. But I didn't know what I knew. So it's like you sort of, damage yourself with that one right there. But other than that, I mean, any other struggles besides that computer, it was just more so just being able to, like, I think the only other struggle that I really speak about was the editing process. Because I mean, back then, yeah, you can sit there and say, hey, you can do the live streams and everything else. But, I always knew like there was a market for the short videos. So like, even there's the uploads or neither the premieres or even then shorts. It was like, shoot, like how are you gonna do this? And then how you do it effectively to the point is where you do a video, when you do that type of video, and then you do it clean enough to the point that this is gonna be your best shot. And it was like, man, I'm just sitting here asking myself, like, how do I get around this? And it's like I didn't like the way I was doing editing before, even when I did it basic. And it's like it didn't even show up the way I did on another channel that I did. So it didn't really show the results too much. But funny enough, like I said, that was also part of me not understanding my analytics, because when I understand that, I was like, oh, that video actually did good? Oh man.
Yeah, and that's I would say this, that's one of your weekend gardener's frustrations, is one of his videos will do crazy numbers, and his next video will do less than 10. And he's trying to figure out why would this video have big numbers and this video have no numbers.
Right. I mean, see, now with one thing I've did some research on, so it's a give or take. It can be based upon the name of the title of your show, the video that you made. It could be the simple fact that the timing, that's another part. It's a pick and choose. So I mean, I say it like this: when it comes to like your names, like you always want to make sure whatever you put in the title, it's like one of those words or even a few of those words is a trigger point. Like even if I put in one word of gardening, like you say you're a gardener, right? So if you put something based upon whatever the factor of gardening you're showing, or if you're telling about in the video, like if people are looking for gardening videos, like I know that is a big word that would literally trigger, as far as search wise. Now, granted, you have to be a little bit more thorough to actually get the click that you want, because that also pertains in, some people may say, oh, well, this video, that video, that's also based upon thumbnails, because the thumbnails may be the helping factor if the video gets the click and people start watching it and everything else. So it's a lot of pick and choose, give and take of what people really like,
Yeah.
how people come into the video. So it's just one of those things.
I know if you put how to in your video's title,
Mm-hmm.
it picks up traction.
Yeah. Because my thing is, that's an easy plugin, because it's like if someone's looking to do something,
Mm-hmm.
and you're saying, oh, how to plant watermelons, or or how to certain things like that nature. Yeah, it brings an easier click in.
Right.
So like,
See,
if
I
you're
don't
looking for
have that's the thing about me. I don't have how to videos. That would be more for you, Gardner.
Yeah.
But I do know that how to gets you in the algorithm.
It
and
does.
That's another thing is trying to find the algorithm.
Yeah. I mean, the algorithm. I mean, they don't make it hard. I think the problem is with the algorithm. You have to understand where the algorithm is going. Because, like, for instance, right, there was a moment like YouTube was like all throughout YouTube, people was talking about the best way now to build your channel was shorts. Why? Because the algorithm was going to the shorts.
Yeah.
And like you can literally like if you push shorts like a boatload in a certain way, in a certain fashion, and depending on how relevant that short is throughout time, that short's gonna be relevant for you for a long time. And if you're talking about shorts within the gardening factor, it's gonna be relevant for a long time, because you never know. People will eventually come around and still want to still think about gardening. So that short's gonna still be alive. Whereas for sports, I mean, it's a hit and miss. Like once it hits, that's it. But then after that, it's a done deal. Because like that's last year or the year beforehand.
Yep. I will attest to that, because like I watch all the fights, I watch all MMA, and like if I post, like I posted Tank after he won, that video got like almost 2,200 views, and that was just in one spurt. Next day, it was dead.
Exactly. See, exactly.
Whereas
once it's one and done, it's done.
Yeah. Whereas I posted something on Instagram, and it went viral, and it's like a 4 or 5 day run, and sometimes it'll pick back up, it'll slow down, it'll pick back up. So
yeah. So they're just sharing things with currency.
Things out.
But but my thing is when it comes to like the video, this is my main thing, right? When it comes to like even when the video not being like if a video is not higher than what the last video was, I always say this too. You just got to understand that the video that actually jumped high is because newer people watched the video. I mean, if you compare the video, like I always say this, right? If the views were like 200, but you only got like 100 subscribers, right? And depending on how much percentage of the subscribers that came to watch it, and versus those that are newcomers, I mean, that tells you a lot. So if it's a bunch of newcomers watching your stuff, and it's like versus, your subscribers watching it, yeah, it's gonna look big at that moment. But when it actually shows you, the video was low, you're looking around and you're like, okay, let me see who's watching it. It's like, okay, my subscribers watch this more than anybody else. So it's like when you look at it, it's like, okay, well, you see why it went where it went. Your subscribers watched it, it was high, but the newer people didn't watch it, which made it low. So it's like that time frame, you got newer people watching it. They may have locked in, they may have not, but they're the ones that made it jump. So just pick and choose. So that's how I look.
I will say this: some of my biggest shorts, I had some of my largest sub days. So I mean, I've had shorts that I've put out where I've received like 30 subs off of that one short. And I've had videos where, I mean, I just think it's like an ebb and a flow. I think it's
I mean, but I would say this is just one of those things too. And this is another key piece. Consistency is another thing, but I look at consistency differently when it comes to that being the reason for why the channel hasn't hit the same way of another video or this or that. Because the one I was gonna hit was also being able to be marketable to be around the same farmers or the group of people that do the same content that you do. That's the next real trick. Are you getting into that airwave where you're around the next group of people that do the same thing you do? And then are the same people that be watching them, are they watching you? That's what you have to get wrapped around as well. If you're not getting where they're at, is like that's another thing, because you got to find them.
Right. Hey,
This
RX
is
Nails, how
why
you doing tonight?
developing.
Thanks for coming.
Was that in?
I was talking to RX Nails. I was thanking her for joining the live. She came because of Miss T.
Okay. But yeah, so that's just one of the main things. Like that's just one of the main things. You got to be around those networks. Like, so that's just one of those tie-ins. So that's why it's so important to really grasp where your channel is and know those same words, because like I've seen it around a couple of times. So when I'm helping other people with their content through the backstage, I see like when their videos be up and they hit, I know they're connected to these other channels that they're literally speaking around the same thing or similar factor points as the next channel. So I know that whoever they're grasping the same amount of people. So that's the next thing right there. And they tell you where your channels be, like where people find you through. Like they'll show you they'll show you the list, and they'll show you like where they found you. Like, oh, they were around this video when they found you. They're around this video when they found you. And it's like once you understand like where the video was and where they found you, it's like, okay, I need to get the freak out of here and find my place where my other competitors be at. So that's another thing you have to understand.
Okay, now I understand you saying that, but me, I don't look at it like. I mean, I guess that's because it's me. I don't look at nobody like competition.
Well, I'm not saying it's competition. Well, let me put it like this. I'm not saying that's a form of competition. I'm just saying, just get around the neighborhood. That's what I'm saying. Get around your neighborhood.
Oh, it's sort
of like a lot of times I watch gardeners live shows, and if a gardener's doing live, I get right in there and I put my name out there. I talk, and I'm amongst people who do the same thing I do. So, are they my competitors? Some may be, because some may do the same exact thing that I do. Some are on a higher level than me.
I look at it like a community. I mean,
that's what I'm saying. Getting around your neighborhood. Yeah, get around your neighborhood.
I look at it like a community because you're all trying to help each other grow. I don't think what I'm saying is, and the reason I say it's not competition, because it's not like you're fighting for subs. Everybody can, I mean, there can be people in here watching us and they can sub to all of us. Now they may come in here and they may sub to one of us, they may sub to two of us. But I'm saying that's a person's choice. I don't think it has anything to, other than the content that you're doing or your delivery or the whatever you're talking about. I think that has more to do with it as opposed to I'm gonna be over here with all the gardeners.
Well, you can look at it as a community. You can look at it as what's the word I'm looking for? Friendly competition. You can look at it as a learning, someone you can learn from, like an OG gardener. So I
understand what y'all are saying too, because there is competition, and we know that because the last month and a half on YouTube has basically been WWE. It's been a whole lot of beefing going on YouTube. It's been kind of funny. I mean, from the outside looking in, I guess it's not funny for the people that are beefing, but for us to the outside, the beefing is funny. It's like the lunchroom.
It's funny. It's funny.
Yeah, it's like the lunchroom. You got the kids at this table, and you got the kids at that table. Who's gonna throw the first plate of potatoes at somebody?
The first pudding.
So I mean, there is competition, but I guess
but I don't ultimately take it like that, because I always say this: you have to understand, when you get into the game, you're definitely going to be behind somebody. It don't matter. You're going to be behind somebody. Yeah. Depending on the market you choose, you're going to be behind somebody. The only difference is how you move about it. Now, granted, not all, like the way you tend to move, it all depends on how you grow. Because I'll tell you right now, people will see and say, "Oh, YouTube's too saturated. This is why I'm not getting subs." No, that's a lie. You're not getting subs because no one just doesn't like what you work right now. That's just the truth. You don't have to
And
like
what
it,
I'm
but that's
saying
the
is
truth.
like it's like you gotta. YouTube is like it's somewhere where you can do a whole bunch of different things. You can jump in a whole bunch of different lanes and see which one is the best lane for you. You don't have to just be, you don't, like you said, you can have 2 or 3 channels. You don't have to just do one thing. If something is wrong, you can recalibrate and try to do something better. You don't have to just continuously do the same thing over and over. So that's why I say about my page is some stuff I put on here is gonna be popular and some stuff just isn't. I mean, and I'm content with that because eventually I'm gonna get to 1,000 subscribers. And I mean, when I do, it'll be a cool, and I'll have a live to talk about it. But really, my thing is I want to get back to getting over 100 views. So if you're watching this video with us tonight, please like, share, and if you like what we're talking about, subscribe because we go on every Tuesday and Thursday. But yeah.
And hold on a second. One more thing I would like to know too. Anyone who's watching the stream right now, if you are a new YouTuber, and I say new 2 years and under, if you're new, put a 1 in the comments. If you're new, if you got
another thing, if you're watching on Facebook, I'm about to cut Facebook off. So if you're watching on Facebook, come over here on YouTube, join us over here, join the conversation. Because yeah, I'm about to cut YouTube off in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. No more.
Now, do the folks on Facebook had the link to come here?
Yeah, they have the link.
Okay.
So yeah, if you was on Facebook, join us over here on YouTube and join the comment section and join in the conversation with us. But
yeah,
we're on here talking about the hardships and the things that we have gone through that has frustrated us, driven some of us to want to just stop YouTube and not doing anything else. But we always come back because I mean it's fun. Yeah. It's fun getting. I mean, to me, it's anything where I can have some contact with the masses is always a good thing for me because iron sharpens iron. You just got to sift through the pewter and the fool's gold and just get the good information. So hopefully some of the stuff that we're talking about will help you if you're growing a YouTube page, and some of the frustrations that we're going through, maybe what we're talking about will lessen the burden on you because yeah, it's tough. Being a YouTuber it's not easy.
No, it's not.
It's not for the weak.
Definitely.
Yeah, ain't no weak people getting on here.
Yeah,
Getting on here talking in front of the masses, and it's not happening.
I mean, if I had to throw one thing about YouTube,
what was that, Wally?
Oh no, what I was gonna say was, I mean, the one thing about YouTube is, based upon what you're talking about, I mean, it definitely can be draining, especially like what you have to put out. But I say this all the time, like the one thing about YouTube in this game is it can't just be you. The moment you start to do this all on yourself, I mean, it's one depending, like I said, it depends on what you're doing. But at the end of the day, it just can't be you. Now, granted, depending on how you work yourself, how you put yourself out there, and then how you get for things, yeah, it can be very easy. You can be like, oh, this is easy. This ain't nothing. You know, you take it as you go, right? But at the same notion is like, but once you really, but depending on certain things you do, certain content, and then depending on how you space yourself out, it definitely is going to get to the point where you have to sit here and be like, you have to realize YouTube is not a one man, one woman show. It's a team effort.
And we were talking. We were talking about that this weekend. We were actually discussing like putting together a team of you need a team of people that you can do everything that you want to, but it'll burn you out. You got to spend some money.
Yeah. And see, I got control issues. I would like for someone to edit my page or my my content, but I'm a control freak. So that right there, I got to get past that.
And
That's one of my mental illness joints, is I'm a control freak. If it ain't done my way, by me, it ain't correct. And I'm trying to move away from that to give it to someone else and trust that they would do well with it.
like our homegirl Evie said,
Well,
it's not easy at all. She agrees. It's not
right.
easy.
I mean, I would say this though, like, I mean, depending on what you mean by like the things you look at and everything else, because I would say this, like anything they do, anything the person do for you, I mean, you always got to overlook it and then be like, okay, I like what this is, like what that is. And you can always be like, well, wait a minute, why you did this? Or why you did that? It's always things you have to understand. So it's like, I get it. Like, you may not like it a certain way when someone else does it, but it's like at the same notion, you also got to get it like, okay, I see what he did this for. And I'm like, yeah, okay, yeah. So it's one of those things. But yeah, but that's something, yeah, it's something you always got to work with because like, you always got to make sure. But I mean, even with that, I mean, there's always barriers of selection of how you let someone in and work themselves. So it's like, like there's a barrier. Like when you let people be able to help you edit things or put things under your channel, they only got a certain amount of power before, of anything else. So you can definitely maintain what power they have and ability they have to do certain things in back.
And and another thing that Mas and I've been talking about was self-promotion. And I know that, on YouTube, you can promote yourself by jumping on other people's lives. And if they say, drop your link, that's a way of self-promotion. Then we started getting into creating like merchandise. And see, I create my merchandise right now, not to sell, but when I walk around in public and I go to, say, a gardening center, or if I go to Lowe's or any store and I'm wearing my merchandise, it's like you get eyeballs and people are like, "Ooh, I wonder what that is." And, excuse me, what is that? You got YouTube? Yeah, I do. Here's my channel. Stop by, check me out. So I do stuff.
Right.
I do stuff like that. I would love to sell the merchandise, but right now I'm not there. I'm just I'm a walk advertisement right now.
Mm-hmm. I mean, right. My thing right now is when it comes to like promoting yourself on YouTube. I mean, at best, yeah. I mean, other people are gonna do it. I always say this though. I don't count on the promotion. I'm gonna be honest when I say that. As far because what I've done out here in this game, I don't count on the promotion. I count on me. I'll just be honest with that one right there. I count on me because at the end of the day, you still got to be the main person putting the work. You still have to be the main person put out the videos, the lives, and everything else. You still got to be the main person to put that all out. So at the end of the day, yeah, people can promote you, people can do this and that for you, but at the end of the day, if it ain't 100% solid lock in, is like, well, I see it came, yeah, but it flopped. It's like what? Like okay, no, okay, let me do it myself because I don't got all day.
Well, you know what?
I ain't doing that.
You know what, Wally? I look at it this way: as far as me wearing this shirt and I go out in public, see, this shirt is talking. I'm not talking. The shirt's talking. So I could just be minding my business and visually someone sees my shirt and like, oh, see, I didn't say anything. Is that a new subscriber? Maybe, maybe not. But you know what? It doesn't hurt. That's how I look at it.
No, now that's different. I can understand that what you're doing right there. But I'm saying we're in this space right here in YouTube and we're at a channel and people saying, hey, what's your channel? And then you say your channel's name and or people say it for you because they know who you are, and then they say, hey, sub up. It's like at the end of the day, this is the reason why I don't really like it no more, is because I'm not wasting no one's time. Whoever comes to me is because I brung you there. I put the work in and I brung you there. You were interested in me for some reason. I brung you there. That's what it was for me. I'm not gonna just ask people to come to mine push out my channel and all of that, because it's like you may not want to look for that, and that's you. Yeah. I'm cool with it. It is what it is.
See, my lane's a little different than the both of you. because I do frequent a lot of the gardening stores. I do frequent, I'm going out buying my manure, my soil, and I'm in that atmosphere of people who are like minds. Yes, they may be doing house plants. Maybe they buying seeds at Walmart or whatever, and they see me walking by and they're like, "Oh, that looks interesting." And it's like, "Hey, how do you grow this?" Because I get that sometimes. I'm out and about. It's like, "Oh, you know about peach trees? Oh, that's a lot of trees you just bought. What can you tell me about them?" "Oh, yeah, I got my own channel. I do peach trees. I do pears. I do bananas. I do blah, 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 blah." And a lot of times that gets me a viewer. Sometimes it gets me a viewer. Sometimes it don't. So
you want to know something? You want to know something that's funny?
What's that?
The guy that I rent my apartment from here, he watches my channel. He might be watching now. My neighbor told me that, he told me like, Harris got a YouTube channel. I'll check it out. So, a little older white guy, man, funny as hell, man. So you never know who's looking at you. So
my male, prime example, my mail lady, she saw my trees out front because I bought them out the garage, and I got lemon trees, and she sees all this fruit. She's like, "Ooh, I keep seeing these fruit. So you grow fruit?" I said, "Yeah, I got my own channel stuff." And she's like, "Oh, wow. So what's the name of the channel?" And blah, 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 blah. So she may be watching me. I don't know.
You never know where your viewers are going to come from. It's just like, I work in human resources. So the thing I look at is I never know where I'm going to find my next candidate. I've met candidates for jobs at networking events. At the bar. You never know where you're going to meet a person. So I never look at. There's never an opportunity that I don't look at as promotion or because a first impression is the last impression. So I always try to make a good impression on any situation that I have, because you never know where your viewership is going to come from.
Exactly. Yeah. But so that's what I'm saying. Like I said, it's just different. Like the promotion you're talking about, that's great. I ain't knocking that type of promotion. What I'm saying is, as far as promotion on YouTube, that's the only difference that I just don't. That's the type of promotion I'm speaking on.
Yeah.
So it's just because you can be a lot of places, you can be on a lot of panels. At the end of the damn day, if people are not going there to go see it, it's just what it is.
Right.
Because I'll tell you, because people, I tell you, you can support a lot of people and be like, "Oh yeah, Wally is the biggest supporter out here," and it's like, yeah, you could think that way, and you could think, you look at everyone channel you support, everyone channel you lock in with, everyone channel you do things this and that around. But it's like, even then, it's like, are people still looking to go out there and go sub? The amount of times you've been around the way is like, you would think you would have a 1K by now, but that's just not.
It's not. Some people get. Hey man, I look at some people's channels, man. I'm not even going front, and I'm not hating or anything.
I say what I'm thinking.
I look at some people's content, and I look at some people's page. It's like,
how did you get that number?
How did you get that
number? I'll say it. How did you get that number?
But I don't hate. I just look at it like, man, okay.
Oh, look, I don't even worry about people. I don't even worry about that. You know what's funny though? Because someone I knew, they had a channel, right? They have a food cooking channel, right? And I remember they channel before, and they were nicely grown because they were following someone else's process of doing YouTube, because they mostly push out lives, right? And they do this all the time. And I'm looking at the channel, and it's growing. Eventually, it got to 1K, and it got monetized and all that. Next thing you knew, it was like I was away from it because I was busy doing other stuff. But it was growing left and right. It came out of nowhere. Oh, 10K. What? Wow. 20K. What? I'm like, hey, legendary. But I know these people go live every day. They put the work in, and they're doing a lot of things. And I got to give them props because they put that stuff in there. So it's like, I'm not surprised that they're at that number.
I tried.
I'm not.
I tried to do 4 days a week, man. It was just too tiring, man. I can't get it.
Well, see, then that's the thing. My thing is, people have to understand the consistency is not about how much you put in. The consistency is about what you're at and then what you can do for the time being. Because the way I look at it, I always say this: you may not see me live every day that you thought I would the way I used to, and there's a reason for that. Is because I'm not right now. I'm looking at it in a way like, okay, how I want to do this, and then how am I coming in with this? I'm not just coming in here just brushing it like right now the way I did it before.
Right. Okay.
Especially now I know I can do it better now more than ever. So my thing is this: I'm looking at it like, because I did other works, and I did it like differently, and I seen myself do works in other areas and other demographics, and I'm like, damn.
Yeah, because I remember you told me you was deleting all the content off your page and you was gonna start all over. I said,
oh yeah, but my thing is, but that, like I said before, that was because I was just unexperienced with that at the time. Like I said, if I knew what I knew back then, what I knew now versus back then, I probably would have kept it on there, and I just would have revised it. But I always say this is like what I didn't know back then. It is what it is, and at the end of the day, I can still recreate. I can still put it out there. It's just gonna be a recreation.
It's a lot of it's a lot of work. You got to go in. You got to put the tags in. I put some tags in on my last 2 videos, man. In the last 2 videos that I did, the numbers doubled in 24 hours. And I know that has something to do with the tags. So it's like,
well, and that's the thing. This is why this game is very tricky.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
You have to put the work in. There's little nuances that you have to learn. You have to go into your description of your videos, and they give you 500 characters. You got to use as many of those characters as you have if you're trying to get traction. And I mean, like I said, I put the tags tags on that video. 24 hours, the numbers doubled on one of my videos, and on the other video the numbers quadrupled. So
and this is another reason why I'm not bum rushing like people. Like this is another reason why I don't have an issue with people not subbing up to the channel, because this is my thing, right? If I sit here and said today, right, and this is another reason why I really I hit that reset button on my channel, because it's like, okay, well, if I get 100 views on my channel, right, and I'm like, I get 100 views, this will work 4 hours, and I'm thinking this mathematically, and I'm thinking to myself, I only got this much amount of hours locked into my channel, but if I calculate all these videos, calculate how much people watch this and everything else, I should have had 1,000 views by now in total, or give it more than that, right? And I'm thinking to myself, but I also got to remember, not all the viewers that watched it are my subscribers. So it's like at the same notion, well, wait a minute. If I got like 100 people that are my subscribers, even when it comes to my subscribers, how much of my people are really watching? And this is why I sit here and say I have no problem with people not subbing, because some people, they sub just to give you a number, but they don't sub to really be a true follower.
But always got to give,
and that's
got to get a homie Bud a shout out. Bud Fowles. Go check Bud Fowles page out. I didn't mean to cut you off. I didn't mean to jump in, but yeah, go check Bud.
Yeah, no problem. This is your show.
Oh man,
But so it was just one of those things that I looked at, like, even when it came to that point, I can't even sit here and look at that, because now it's like, because that's why I'm saying that's why I don't worry about people coming to the show. It's like, if you do, great. If you don't, also great. Because it's like, I still find people that are truly interested in this channel.
Right.
Because if I had to sit here and look at this, I have to figure out myself, like, how much people do I really have on my channel that really watches my channel?
Yeah.
Right? And this is nothing. I did that clean sweep because I had to log in. I had to take a whole list of bodies of people that, okay, how much people come to my live streams? Let me get that list of names. How much people come into the comment section? Let me get the list of names. How much people are naturally here congressively watching me do this work, commenting, being in the lives, all that. And once I find that correct number, I know that's how much I really have versus the people that they say I have altogether. And that's the issue right there for me. It's like, and that's another tough road. It's like, you may get that hard road to 1K is truly hard, not because, 1,000 is 1,000 people. No, it's truly hard because You have to really sit there and ask yourself, how much of these people are you really getting out of that 1,000? That's the real thing about that.
Yeah.
Because they're the ones that really help your content grow. They're the ones that bang up these hours. If you got like an hour long live stream and you got 100 people, that should have been 100 hours right there, straight off the bat. But is it going to be that? Not really.
No.
maybe a little bit less. You know, it depends on, like you said, you have people that come in for a minute, you have people come in for 30 seconds, and you have people that stay in and listen to your entire show. Those are the people that you really want to cater to. I'm not really, I mean, not to say that I appreciate the people that come in for 30 seconds and see what we're talking about, but I really appreciate the people that stick around, listen to what we're talking about, and engage with us.
Yeah.
And let us know if we're saying something crazy, or let us know if we're saying something good. Because, I mean, YouTube is about engagement. You can do the engagement anonymously.
Yeah.
Or you can come on people's panels and you can join in the conversation or whatever. But I mean, YouTube allows you that freedom of you can go on there and tell motherfucker your show is ass.
Like Miss T say, people in the bushes.
Yeah, they're in the bushes. But that's, I mean, hey man, people go on Showtime and Apollo. Many people that went on there and many people that got Sandmaned off the stage. So a lot of people get Sandman off of YouTube.
Right.
A lot of drug dealers get ran off the block.
That's what I would say. See, but that's another thing, right? With the content, you got to look at it in multiple things. Like you already know, right? Like if you can get the, if you know, like what the average is for most people that stay is like, okay, if you know that more so than not, most people are staying around 30 seconds. Well, then that's great because you know what? That tells me I just need to create more shorts. So then I can get y'all to motherfucking stay around when this thing comes. The only difference is YouTube don't count the shorts that people look at your channel. They have to wait. They have to catch you in the short feed. So if they're truly involved in your content, they're gonna get you
the short. I disagree with that. The shorts still count because the shorts can draw people in to look at your longer video.
I never said it didn't count. What I'm saying is there's two ways of calculating because my thing is YouTube calculates the short when someone watches it through the short feed. But you can see the overall calculation when you're in your studio. But the short feed shorts is where it counts the most. If people go through your channel and hit the short, that's different. That's what I'm saying. Like it still counts all together, but when it comes to full-on calculation, you don't count the short.
The calculation that you're talking about hitting the algorithm. But I mean, I think that I don't think that this is what I'm saying is they're not giving you a minute and 30 seconds of playtime just because they saw your stuff in the short feed. They're giving you the same amount of time. If somebody saw your short in the short feed, is if somebody came to your page and saw the short. So I think that, that stuff it's gonna make you get, that's just like likes and stuff like that. It makes you hit the algorithm. But people still come to you don't get any extra seconds or minutes or hours because somebody saw your stuff in the short feed or they saw your stuff in the feed. You get the hours because they watched.
Well, no, I wasn't saying that. What I'm saying is you have to understand there's a catering system for everybody. Yeah. There's the catering of shorts. There's the catering of an upload video of a nice maybe 10 minutes to 15 minutes. There's a catering for they like that mid-range long style video of premieres like 30 minutes or so. There's that catering of live stream, seeing someone in action. There's a catering for everybody, depending on how you do it. There's a catering for everybody.
That's why I try to do everything. I do shorts, I do videos, I do lives.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
I try to hit out. There's not just one facet of YouTube that I do. I do shorts and I do videos that I upload. Now, the videos that I upload are few and far in between now. But before I was doing lives, I would say I was posting more. I was doing more video editing. As I've progressed to getting on live more, I post less videos because that time that I was using to edit videos, now I may be researching what we're going to talk about or just doing the lives in general. So I mean, I guess there are people that don't even do lives, don't even do videos. They just do shorts.
That's true.
I subscribe to some people just for their shorts. I've seen some people shorts and I go to the live and I know I'm not going to sit around and listen to the live because the live is not as juicy as the short. So I mean,
And see,
yeah. There are some,
because that's what I'm saying. Like, there's ways around it.
Right. There are some people's
So
lives that I go to.
that's why
Yeah, some people lives I go to, and I don't look at the videos. I go to the lives. I support people in all ways you can support on YouTube, and I would hope that the same people will support me in the same way. Like you may not like the video, but I may watch the entire video. I think that, like you said, I think you get more. It's better if a person watches. I look at the percentages of how much someone has watched my video. I have some videos that are 5 minutes, 10 minutes that people watch it 100% of the time. And I got some shorts that people watch it 15% of the time. So I just think it just really depends on the content, like you said, timing, how it hits, and things of the nature. But we didn't get off content. We didn't got off subject because we was on here talking about some of the bad things that have driven us to cut our YouTube pages off, or some of the things that have discouraged us from doing the pages and things. And these are things that have discouraged us. But I just think that there's other, like with me, some of the things that discouraged me about my page was like I didn't get in the beginning. I would be mad if I didn't get any subs. But I think that was a byproduct of I had to get 100 subs in order to go live. Then I had to get 300 subs to get a community page. And now I got to have 1,000 subs to be considered monetary. So I just think that the way YouTube does it, the way that they push the numbers, I mean, it's just a natural instinct that you're going to want to try to, if you're a go-getter, and you plan and you make plans and stuff like that, then the way that YouTube has set it up is that there are thresholds that you reach. Now you may reach different thresholds at different paces, but I think that the way that they have set it up has made it where if you're a numbers person, you can get in here and you can crunch over the numbers. If you're a content person, I think that they've created it that way so that they can get people that are outliers in different areas that will drive their webs, that will drive this place. And I think that that's really what it is.
Right. I mean, because this is my thing when it comes to YouTube. The subs weren't really like the meaning factor of it all. To be honest, the only thing that really bothered me about YouTube was just more of the outer skirts of you doing YouTube. Like just my computer, the editing process, all that other stuff. Like those other components of really doing YouTube, that's what really bothered me because I had to learn the skill sets. I had to find out a better way to do it because the way I was doing it before, I didn't like doing it that way. And just to do it that way, it wasn't smooth enough. It wasn't really to the form of creative enough. So it wasn't enough for me to be like, I know if I put this out here, it's not gonna do what it should do.
The processes were frustrating you.
Well, but it was just one of those things that I looked at and I was like, all right, let me fall back, let me look at something because that was the thing that I needed to know. Like, other than I did mention before, like, okay, maybe my topics is not what it is, so I need to change my topic around. But I was like, I realized that from the long stretch, it wasn't the topics. Oh, it was just like looking at it.
Your topics are good, man. No, the topics that you talk about.
Well, yeah. The topics wasn't my issue overall. My thing was, it was just I had to realize I was in the wrong. Like, even if I'm doing the lives, I had to understand, like, because this was the real problematic thing for me when it came to really understanding
I
live.
know what you're about to say.
The lives don't count. Once you do the lives, understand this. Everything you did during the live, that's during the live. But once the live is done, YouTube is going to re-enter that live as an upload, which means you're starting from scratch. And that the thing that really made me pick it up and be like, ain't this bottom mug? Because if this was just an upload, no, I'm so serious. If this was just an upload, and I've seen this across the board. If it was just an upload, man, I would have got the hours like no other one, like no one's business. I'd have been like, this ain't right. Like,
You would have killed it.
so that's what I'm like. So that's what I realized. But I was like, you know what? I ain't mad at it because, like, at the same notion, most of those live streams that I did do, I got paid. So it's like, hey, you got to pick and choose.
Right.
So right, it's a pick and choose of how you perform. So the performance and what I got from the performance of doing the lives, it paid out, and that's true because the way how my new setup is, the way how I got certain equipment or the books or whatever I got for the channel, that paid out. So the live streams did exactly what it did, and I did what I did during the live streams. Now the videos may be what it is for the hours and all that. That's just what it is right there.
Right.
I have to get it.
Everything is for is for a purpose.
Right. So so that's just a pick and choose of what it is for right now. But I let that be what it be. But once I start seeing the amounts of work, what it does when you do an upload and you're doing, like, let's say you did the same thing, but you did an upload, you're probably going to get way more hours out of that just doing that. So it's like, this is the thing of understanding the lane. So once you understood the lane, it's like, okay, yeah, you know what? It's like, now you just got to understand. It's like, okay, if you know you're getting paid in YouTube through people when they hit the Cash App or anything else you have for people sending you money, then it's like, okay, it's still worth it because, you know, I still got people supporting the platform.
See, the thing about that is,
but not at the same note.
See, the thing about me, I don't even, I don't put my Cash App and I don't want nobody. I don't want nobody's coins. Keep your coins, man. Yeah, man. I don't want.
I mean, yeah, everyone's different, you know. Pick and choose how you do.
Yeah, I'd rather have a person subscribe to me than hit me on the Cash App. I don't even feel right asking hit me in the Cash App.
Yeah, like I said, that all depends on your show. That all depends on your show.
That's me.
Yeah, that all depends on how you do your show. And you know what it is. I mean, like I said, it's just the amount of work. Like I say it like this, it's just you know what work puts in here. You know what it is about. You know how it
now
goes.
That you see,
once you know the work and energy, you know what you're willing to accept, what you won't will accept, and then you know you put what you put in. So if you know you're looking for more subscribers and likes, you know it is what it is. But when you're doing the work like I do, yeah, I'm gonna need that support. I'm gonna need that.
I understand. I understand that. I understand that. Like, yeah, you're putting in.
This takes a lot to grow.
Now, what I'm saying is, for you, this is a job. This is you put hours into this, and I do put some hours into it. But yeah, I mean, now I understand on your point. Like, it's you're doing everything full scale. You're putting in 30 hours, or you're putting in the hours to create the content and to put the content out there. So I wholeheartedly understand. And I'm not saying that, I'm not, by me saying that I don't put my Cash App out there, and that's not something like that I'm doing. It may change in the future, but at this point right now, I'd rather have a person to their support to be just a sub to me and to come and help me get my watch out.
No, I get that entirely. Yeah, I get that entirely. Look, I always say this, like I said before, if you understand where you are and you understand the amount of resources that need to be put into your business, yeah, of course you don't need to ask nobody for nothing if it's minimal. You know you can control the minimum. But when you know this thing takes a lot, then it's like, I'm gonna need some support. Yeah. Like, you know, hey, look, pitch in when you can.
Yeah, Weekend Garden said he's about to drop his Cash App. Man, drop that hey man, drop that Cash App. Hit him on the cash. Hey, like, share, subscribe. Hit them on their Cash Apps.
Yeah. Drop $5 in
Yeah, hit them up
there.
at Cash App. Yeah, man, hit them up, man. Hit their
me
pocket.
up.
Yeah, start small. Hit me with $1, hit me with 5. You know what I'm saying?
Well, y'all.
That's just what it is. You know, get it to go,
Hey,
just get it to start
I'm
going.
not even gonna front,
Hey,
man.
cause look, I don't worry about Cash Apps, but at the same notion, when it comes through now, and I appreciate that.
Hey,
I appreciate
real,
that. So,
I would appreciate it too, but I'm not even gonna lie, man. I'll be watching the lead attorney. Hey, man, shout out to the lead attorney, man. I watched the lead attorney.
Yo,
Hey,
man,
he be having people on there having Cash App battles with him, man.
they'd be like this.
One person dropping 50,
yeah,
other person dropping
that's
100.
the thing right there. Yeah.
This person dropped
Who's gonna be the support of the stream tonight?
This person dropped 150. This person, I'm like, man, what is? I mean, he's giving some good information, but they are having a Cash App battle to hey man, to see who can give my man the most money, man. Hey man, whatever the lead attorney is doing,
Cash Apps, all that.
whatever the lead attorney is doing, hey man, I need some of that mojo, man, because I mean, I looked at one of his lives, man. He had like $3,000 in Cash Apps.
You know what? I think he's a new YouTuber too. I think he's fairly new.
Hey man,
no, actually, he's been out there for a good minute. He's been out there for a good minute.
Was having Cash App. They was having Cash App battles, man. I was like, this dude right here is you baby.
Mm-hmm.
It was like
and plus, don't forget, he's also making money because of his nice YouTube program that he set up as well. He's making money on that end as well.
Yeah,
because the person I told you about with the cooking channel, they're using that same program to boost their channel right now, and that's how they getting big. So I'm like, sheesh, like, but that's my thing. You got it. Like once you get that, you're talking about the mojo, right? The thing with the lead is he's so entertaining. It's like you can't walk away. That's just the thing about him. Hey, once he starts getting to that flow, it's a done deal. Hey, it's like you locked in for the mess.
I like my dude. Don't get me wrong. I like my dude. I love the lead attorney. I like going and looking at his shows. But hey, man, ain't nothing the lead attorney can say that's gonna make me send him $100. But you know what? Ain't nothing. Hey, man, I love that brother. I watch his show, but hey, man, ain't nothing that brother saying gonna make me send him $100. Now I will send him something, but yeah, hey, man, I'm talking about they be having some for real deal Cash App battles during his lives. Shout out to the lead attorney, man. Shout out to Atlanta. Shout out to Clark Atlanta University. Shout out to the lead attorney.
I think a lot of this, being on YouTube is personality too. Because sometimes
big time.
I'm drawn by personality. You see that glow on them. And you say, man, I like this person. I can't wait to the next video because they just had that charisma, that personality that draws you in. And lead, he has that. He's
maybe I do need to put my Cash App on her as a banner, man. Hold on, man.
yeah. Support. Give me $1, give me $5. You know what I'm saying? Let's start small.
I'm messing around, man.
You're a wild boy.
I'm messing around, but hey, man. I might have to put my Cash App up here, man. If the lead attorney can take Cash Apps, I guess I can take Cash Apps too, man. Yeah, he's an attorney.
Yeah. But yeah, it's just what it is. So yeah, and people, they do love that because they see that it's that environment. It's like once one person does, it's like, nah, look, you ain't gonna set me up.
Yeah, for real.
It's like the next one, boom. Oh yeah, you go. Oh, so you're trying to top me? Okay, boom. Everyone's gunning for it. It's like it becomes a competition within the chat itself. Even if it's all love, but they still do it for themselves.
I've had a competition on my live. So yeah, man. I've had people come and try to compete with me on my live. I was like, damn, man, where this animal come from? Hey, man.
Yeah. But as much as I appreciate people doing the super chats, I like to be paid in full. Thank you.
What is a super? Okay, explain this to me, man. What is a super chat, man? What is a super chat?
Well, the super chat, that's basically what you paid through the stream of the live stream through YouTube.
Okay, now they got something called super likes. What is a super like?
Super like or super thanks?
Super thanks, man. Yes, all
Yeah,
types.
the super thanks. Okay, so the super thanks is basically it's sort of like the same way as the super chat, but it's basically what it is but that's in the comments. So let's say someone watched a video or a short and they liked it and they're willing to support you based upon that. They will hit what they'll do is they'll do the super thanks, right? They'll hit the super thanks. They'll make a comment. They will also fund you some money, and then boom, it'll throw it in there. So you'll see in the comment section.
So do you have to
Yeah,
have
it's all for
1,000
YouTube.
subscribers? Do you have to have 1,000 subscribers to
Yeah.
get
You got to be monetized to get that super thanks.
Okay, so that's why people are saying hit the cash app because they're not monetized yet.
Well, yeah, exactly. But my thing is, in the long run, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, and this is my thing. And this is why I said this earlier, right? I rather like to be paid in full because let's be honest, YouTube be taking a cut of this green. Okay, they're taking a cut of this green. The super chats they take 30%.
Explain that to me because I haven't made it to the monetized level. So explain it to a novice.
So you're right. So let's say just like the lead, right? If they send the lead $100, you take 30%. So YouTube would take what, $30, the lead takes $70. Exactly. Exactly. So that's how that is. Now so versus hit me on the or the PayPals and all that stuff, you get that directly. So that's what I'm saying. Like I prefer to be paid in full, but you know, it is.
Okay. So that's why everybody got the cash app at the banner at the bottom. Okay.
Well, you know what though?
I do like gas money. I ain't gonna lie, man.
What this does for YouTube is that gets them to work for you because if they
that's true.
If they push out your content and your content snaps, then they can get a cut of that. So you're almost incentivized to push your content out there.
So you almost incentivized to get super chats.
Yep, because they know with you, you a money grab. I'm a damn sure push you. Let me get mine too.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, man. Hey, man. Now I ain't gonna lie, man. The lead attorney. I ain't seen nobody. I have not seen anybody get super chats and cash apps like that, brother. His cash apps.
Kevin Samuels. I think that's the best competitor he got. As far as I see.
Yeah, they were sending him cash too, but I don't. That's my fraternity brother, but I don't know if I never seen nobody send him $200 at one time. Them bad boys was competing for who gonna give the lead attorney the most money. I was like, man, is this some ladies? Is this an auction going on in this piece?
Yeah.
But yeah,
and it's now because they made that a fun attribute. Like me, like even when I do it, like even if I see people hit me with the cash app, I'll be like, what I'll do is amongst my stream, you may see me. I take a brief moment. Why I take the brief moment? Because I'm letting you know, like, hey, we got a sponsor today, so here's a sponsor. I won't tell you how much.
Yeah. You gotta. If somebody send you some money, man, you gotta recognize.
Yeah.
Right. So my thing, I won't tell you how much they put down, but I'll tell you they supported the stream today. So that's it. Yeah. I don't make this a whole. They dropped 20. Who could drop more? They dropped 10. I ain't gonna do that.
Yeah, I have noticed. Yeah, I noticed some of this shucking and jiving too. But yeah, the people.
I don't do none of that. Like I'll just be like, if I said the only thing I will do is be like, okay, when it came to this month, women have supported more than men. That's all I'll let you know. But I ain't gonna say how much exactly.
The people to get the most money don't do no shucking and jiving. The people just feel indebted to give them some money. But them shucking and jivers, oh yeah. Such and such dropped this hundo or dropped this. Man, I don't need to know what they dropped, man. They man, be thankful that they sent it to you, man. You got to put them on blast.
That's all I really worry about.
Yeah, I ain't trying to put you on blast. Look, now the super chat, you put yourself on blast.
Yeah.
Cash app, I'm just gonna thank you. But yeah, I'm like, damn, y'all see. Okay, see now I got a different outlook on the cash app.
Oh yeah. I don't put it out there. I mean, if I did the amount of the certain people that Lily put out, like if I put out the amount of numbers, I think I got a good solid few people that put some big boys in there.
Do that, man. Some of these ladies might buy me a bow tie. I need some new bow ties for the summer.
Yeah, hey, I ain't gonna lie to you. Look, women have the higher number on mine. I think, believe, best believe.
Hey, man. Hey, the lady. I don't think I would want no money from no brothers. I ain't.
All money. I take it all. I don't care who it is.
Yeah, lady, I agree. Lady, send me some money, brothers.
I don't care.
Change in the communion.
I'm not bougie. I'll take it.
This dude,
you all bougie. If you're a dude,
you'll take it. You'll take it. Pause. You'll take it. Pause.
If you're a dude, don't send me money. Okay.
Man, I don't want no man sending me no money.
Whatever.
ladies can send me whatever they want to send. Brothers, you keep your money in your pocket. Go buy some lady a drink.
Whatever.
But
I don't want no dude checking in to me, man. Get the hell out of here.
Hey, think of it as a business transaction.
You over there sounding real silly. You sounding real silly right now.
I'm sounding real masculine.
Yeah, whatever.
I take it all as a business transaction.
It's a business transaction, exactly.
They do get a write-off. So no, they don't get a write-off they don't get no write-off for that.
Yeah, who cares what they get, man?
But we've been talking about things that almost made us end our YouTube pages, and some of the advice that we received, some good, some bad. I will say this, that one thing about YouTube is I've made some new friends. I've made some new enemies.
Nice.
The enemies might be a little bit nicer than the friends I've made. It's making new enemies. That's especially when it's through the internet. That's a funny type of enemy. An enemy that's through the internet. What type of enemy is that? But YouTube has been fun. And I mean, it's been 8 months. I have 284 subscribers. So I mean, I'm happy with that. When I said that, I thought it was going to take me 2 years to get to 500. So there are 284 people that get enjoyment out of some stuff I say. Some of it's serious, some of it's funny, some of it's nasty, some of it is indifferent. But it's the truth. It's my truth. But we still here. YouTube ain't beat us down yet. The haters haven't beat us down yet.
No.
The naysayers haven't beat us down yet. We're coming up on an hour and 40. We're coming up on an hour and 45 minutes. So we got about 17 more minutes, and then we're gonna end this stream because I still got Call of Duty and Redfall came out today, so I'm going to play Redfall for about an hour.
That Redfall look nice.
Yeah, I'm about to jump on Redfall.
That look nice.
It's Call of Duty. So if you on Twitch, I'll be on Twitch streaming for probably about an hour. I'm gonna play Redfall. It's a new game that came out today. I might even get some golf in. I don't know, but I don't know what we're gonna talk about Thursday. I don't know if we're gonna go back to talking about women. I mean, women is always a good subject to talk about. Relationships. Things like that. Wally, do you ever talk about relationships on Wealth Talk Productions? Relationships can be the cause of you losing a whole lot of wealth.
I think Wally on the line.
Yeah, Wally's on the phone, so we'll wait for Wally to get back. But we coming up on an hour and 45 minutes. We've been going on talking about.
Sorry about that.
No, you straight. We've been going on for about an hour and 45 minutes talking about the trials and the tribulations that we've had. I would say that all of us, I don't know if Wally personally, But I would say that all of us, someone has talked us off the ledge of stopping to do YouTube and just basically going back and recalibrating. Because one thing about life is based upon being able to accept rejection and to come back better. So that was one of the things that I knew. I'm not a quitter, so I knew that I wasn't going to quit YouTube. It was frustrating. I would stop for a couple weeks or whatever. But one thing that I do know is that consistency will keep people coming back to see you. Because if you do this consistently, you're going to get better. If you do this consistently, you're going to get better. I mean, that's just like I work out every day. If you work out 18 minutes a day, that's 100 hours that you've worked out for the year. 18 minutes a day. 18 minutes a day gets you 100 hours worked out for the year. So I look at things like that.
Well, for me, I treat YouTube like business. It's like, hey, you're gonna have your up moment, you're gonna have your down moment. Just take it where you can get it. All you have to do is just reassess.
You hear that, Gardner? Because Gardner, man, Gardner's on it for the loot. He's on it for the cheese. He's on it for the cheese.
Look, man, I'm like this, man. You get a lot of people on YouTube and you watch them and they act so humble. They're like, oh, I don't care about likes. I don't care about comments, blah, blah, blah. I'm here, like. And I'm like,
and them be the people on the live talking about it's 20 people in here. It's only 2 likes. Get the likes up. Get the likes up. It's 20 people in here. It's 2 likes. Get my likes up. That's them people. I don't want to do that.
I'm talking about the people who I watch. I'm actually subscribed to, and they kind of brush off a lot of that stuff like it don't mean anything. And I guess the way I look at it is,
I mean, it might not. It may not.
I know, but it's just it's such an era of arrogance about it.
It's not arrogant.
No, it is an era of arrogance.
I just told you that. I told you earlier. I don't care.
I'm not talking about you.
Arrogant.
I'm not talking about you.
Okay, shiny man, go ahead.
Stop making it personal. Stop making it personal.
I'm not making it personal.
I said the people I watch. I'm not talking about you.
Oh, okay.
And I'm just saying that I hear them say that in their videos and they brush it off. Like someone in the comments will say, oh, there's only 12 people in here. And they're like, oh, I don't worry about stuff like that because I'm not here for that and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like,
man, ain't nobody trying to be on here talking to the echo.
I'm going to be real.
Nobody on here trying to talk to the echo.
If I'm on Facebook, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this just to be saying, oh, I just do this for the birds and the bees. No, my time is being put into this. You know what I'm saying? And my time is very valuable.
We're gonna have to put we're gonna have to start putting your cash up on Tuesdays, man.
It's not about that. You know what?
I'm messing with you, man. I'm messing with you, man.
No. I'm not even there. I'm just saying my happiest moment in YouTube was when I hit my first 100 people.
I mean, I was happy as hell when I hit 100.
I was like,
I could go
because what I said was, wow, there's 100
people that like me.
I'm cool. They like me.
You ain't cool,
and
man. They just liked you, but they didn't say you was cool, man. Get out of here with that, man.
I am cool. I am cool, but when I reached my first 100 subs, it was just like you get this kid from Hampton.
Hey man, my chest pumped out, man. My chest pumped out, man.
I'm just saying, you get this kid from Hampton, Virginia, who, grew up in school. And no one liked them in school, and then all of a sudden you get all these people.
Man, get the hell out of here, man! Get the hell out of here, man! Get the hell out of here!
And you get all these people. Hey, let me tell my story. It's my story. It ain't your story. It's my story.
Man, I know you, man.
My story.
Pictures from high school, man. You ain't gonna get that.
And you can. And that was just pictures. And that was just pictures.
Yeah, man. You was walking around this bad boy looking like. Tony Atlas.
That's over there. What does that mean at the end of the day? What does that mean?
You was walking around looking like Tony Atlas.
And that's all it meant. I'm talking about people liking you. I can look like Tony Atlas. I can look like Bob Backlund. It don't matter. It's the thing of, do people rock with you? And I'm trying to say, from someone who, I looked like Tony Atlas when I was younger. Do people rock with you?
F them people, man.
I know that, and that's them people. But what I'm saying is now that I'm older and I see people are liking me for being genuine about it, feels good.
Yeah, man.
It felt good having 100 subs. It felt good having 200 subs.
Yeah.
That means people, it just feels good.
Hey, man.
Mr. 702 is off the hook.
Yes.
Hey, man. That's how I look at every sub. Every new sub that I get, I'm happy like that. Because evidently I said something that they like. Or
Exactly.
I could have said something, but one thing I have noticed is that people on YouTube like to see train wrecks. Train wrecks get a whole lot more subscribers than you trying to give some good.
Yes, the drama parties.
The traction is a lot slower. Now, if we was on here, I was on here with a ripped t-shirt and some boondog boots, and I was on here yelling to the moon. I have 2,000 subscribers because everybody wants to see a train wreck. I'm not going to do that, man. Yeah, I'm going to rip my shirt open. Yeah, I'm not going to make my chest jump up and down. I'm not going to do none of that.
You're not going to wear them red boots, them cartoon boots people be wearing?
Hell no. I'm most definitely not putting on them Mario. I'm most definitely not putting on the Mario boots on. Get the hell out of here, man. Man, we partied in the 90s, man. We would have joked, man. I'd have hurt that person's feelings if they wore them Mario boots to school. If they came around
Dragon Ball Z boots.
Come on, man. Get the mischief, It's some mischief boots. Get the hell out of here, man. I wish you better not never come around. I'm gonna tell you, I'm an OG. One of you youngsters coming around me with them Luigi boots on, I'm gonna have jokes for you. I'm gonna have jokes for you.
You gonna cook them?
They gonna get. Hey, man. Nah, you can't. Nah, these might have a gun. That might get shot for throwing some funny ones, man. So yeah, man, I'll be throwing jokes from across the room.
You're a wild boy.
I'll be throwing jokes from across the room, man. Cause yeah, man, you come around me with them Luigi boots on, I'm gonna have some words for you. And that's coming from a dude that wears a cape.
Yeah, and a top hat looking like Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah, I think I'm a butt. The cape is getting, man. One of my frat brothers, and put me to the challenge, man. We meeting up, and they said it's a challenge. We having a dress off, so I might have to bust the cape out.
That's right. This Thursday's show is not going to be a show. It's going to be a live. You're going to be live.
I'll be coming live from the Thurby. I'll be on Millionaires Row, hobnobbing with the snobs. I'm a snob too. I'll be up there hobnobbing with them, rubbing elbows, stepping on people's shoes. If you got some new flats and I see you at the Thurby, I'm gonna step on them because they can't be shinier than mine.
You got your outfit already?
I think I know what I'm wearing. I
know it's gonna be a cape involved.
No, I'm not. The cape, I'm saving the cape. You can't wear the cape more than once a year.
You already wore it?
I haven't worn the cape yet. The cape is getting worn in the fall. Just to chat, my frat brothers didn't challenge me. The cape will get worn in the fall. I'm most definitely gonna go live when I put the cape on. But I don't know what I'm wearing for Thurby.
Spending at its finest.
I don't know what I'm wearing for Thurby, but my hat will be leaning. I have some bourbon in my hand, and I'm have a lady on my arm. Now that's the only thing I can tell you about Thurby is.
What about a cane?
I'm gonna be dressed. No. I don't need
the cane with the wolf head on it.
I don't need no cane. Nah, that's the one you pull the sword out. I will be coming live from the Thurby at Churchill Downs in Louisville, Kentucky.
Ronald McDonald boots.
No, I'm not wearing no boots.
Oh my God. What's up, Samuel Johnson? What's going on, brother?
Sam Johnson is in here. Juggernaut. What's going on, Juggernaut? That's Juggernaut. But
702 talking about she wants some of the red boots.
Miss 702 better not put none of those mischief boots on.
Looking like Dragon Ball Z character.
What point? Miss 702, who you talking about? You talking about Shorty? Shorty the poetry lady? You talking about Shorty, my homie? Yeah, it was good. I told you it was good. Juggernaut, are you coming? Are you going to the Derby, Juggernaut? I need to know.
I want to know if he's gonna have a cape on.
No, Juggernaut is not gonna have a cape on. He'll probably have on two of those. What's that dude from the X-Men?
Wolverine?
No. With the rings. Thanos, he'll have two of them Thanos hands on.
Oh my God.
That's Marvel. That nice man. Marvel.
Yeah, Juggernaut, he'll have two of them Thanos hands on.
And you talking about the Infinity Gauntlet.
Yeah, and some yeah, man.
See,
so basically he's gonna be shining with some rain. Okay.
Yeah, man. He's gonna have his wrists and elbows gonna be big like Thanos, but he's gonna have on some torn up pants like he changed from the Hulk or some shit, man. Yeah, Juggernaut is crazy. That dude is wild.
Look like Miss 702 said yes to the red boots.
Miss 702, you better not put them damn Luigi boots on. Yeah, I'm gonna wear my Magneto mask. Damn, Juggernaut. Damn.
All right. You know the show that went off the rails.
Hey man, it happens in the last 15 minutes, man. After I've drunk a whole bottle of Bean chocolate.
I can tell because you just said the Derby. You said the Thurby.
No, that's what they call Thurby. I'm going to Thurby, which is Thursday. Thurby is Thursday. The Oaks is Friday. The Derby is Saturday. I'm going to it's going to be an action-packed weekend. I know I'm probably going to go live more than once, but Thurby, I will be live from Thurby. My little brother's probably going to be the star of the live. He's wild. And turn the camera on.
Miss 702 has a question.
What's your question, Miss 702? We would bring Miss 702 on here, but she got that dial up and she'll drop off every 45 seconds.
That internet, man. Her internet. Woo!
Juggernaut, man, appreciate you, Juggernaut. Thank you for congrats on the channel, man.
She's using that net zero.
Nah, man, she got that.
AOL disc, that Prodigy disc.
Yeah, where when you go in, you hear the you hear the axe sound in the background. Well, what you think of ETFs?
ETFs.
Is that them pictures?
As far as an investment, right? As far as an investment, not too deep in ETFs, but I don't see. Well, it all depends on which ETF you're talking about. So based upon the hype of it and the timing, I mean, it could be profitable.
Miss 702, not for the streets.
Earthlink. Wow.
Earthlink.
Ah, damn.
Nah, she got that free Wi-Fi, the free dial-up that was good for all over the city. It was just one constant, like two bars. Everybody in the city got it for free. It was Linksys.
Yeah, but I haven't did a full dialogue yet for the ETFs. But overall, yeah, it's just it all depends.
So Wally,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
She's asking it's real though. Yeah, it's a real thing. Yeah, the ETFs are the real thing. It's a hold on, if I'm not mistaken, because ETFs are basically like digital, it's a digital thing, but more than anything else, yeah, it's a real thing. It's a real investment. But like I said, it all depends on which one it is. That's in my opinion.
Wally, for the people that have been watching us, what is the number one stock you have in your portfolio right now?
The number one stock in my portfolio. Actually, I've stayed away from stocks right now, honestly.
What?
Because the
Yep.
Democrats in the House.
Man, what's that mean? You can still make money on the bear market?
Oh no, I'm not saying I haven't, but once again, like I said, I've stayed away from it for the time.
Okay. What stock? What's
now? If I had to take, look, if I had to say what was the one that was the most successful amongst my time when I was investing, or was I doing some testing? Because that's what I would really say, testing, because I haven't really put my bag all in one place. One of them, this is a surprise, and this was because of the timing aspect. It would have been that AMS, if it would have been that AMC if I stayed in there. That would have been the big drop. That would have been the big one right there if I stayed in at a time.
Talk about the movie.
Yeah, because if I stayed in, I had an issue before with my older Cash App that I had. So, but if I had stayed in there long enough, I would have definitely doubled my money. That would have been the biggest one I had at best. Like literally, because the timing was perfect. But yeah, I was just not there when the timing came.
Don't that make you mad?
Yep.
I'll tell you what my biggest thing was is I didn't buy enough Apple stocks when they had that split.
Right.
I should have got in on it a little bit more because they didn't went back up.
Oh, word.
Higher than what they were. I'd have made some money on it.
Check my
but what's crazy is I logged into I got 3 different trading accounts. I logged into one of my trading accounts. I didn't even know I had money in there, and it had earned interest all this year because I haven't even logged into that trading account.
Right.
I had like $200 or something in the trading account that I forgot about.
Yeah. So real quick, so Miss 702, you said not one person has been able to describe it fully. Well, okay, so basically, what ETF is, right, or what it stands for, it's basically called an exchange trade fund. So it's a type of pool investment security that operates much like a mutual fund. That's what that is.
Can you borrow against a mutual fund like you can an insurance policy?
Now that I don't know, but I would definitely look that up.
Because someone told me that you can open a $10,000 cash insurance policy, put that money into the policy, then take the money right back out. Is that possible?
Oh, when you're borrowing amongst the policy?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. When you're buying amongst the insurance? Yeah. So basically, if you do it right, you can borrow the money on the insurance, and then you can literally borrow from the money consistently if you do it right. If you do it the right way, yeah, that money's coming infinite through the insurance. Yeah.
Okay. So tell me this. This is my last question for you, Wally. What are the benefits of me adding a S corp to my trust for my LLC?
So what is your benefit of adding an S corp
to your corp status?
Mm-hmm.
S corp.
Right. What is the benefit of adding that to your trust?
Correct.
Simple. It means you don't own it no more. The trust does.
Okay, so basically I pay myself through the trust, and that gives me more tax benefits than if I was just taking it through my LLC.
Basically.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, it's just more secure. It's just more secure across the board.
So basically, it's 2 layers of tax umbrella.
Something like that. I'm definitely gonna remember this one, and then I'm do some work, research around that, or either find people and we can do a show about that.
Yeah, man.
So
That's what I was going to say, man. I want to do a show with you, and I want to talk about that, man, because I'm getting the trust, and basically I'm setting my trust up as an S corp with a holding company that's going to hold everything.
Oh yeah, no, because if you do that, right, yeah, because the trust, it literally holds everything. It's not in your name no more. So ultimately, they don't come for you per se. They come for they will more likely come for the trust itself. But I mean, either which way, that's what it is naturally. Like it doesn't comes for you, it comes for the business. But even then, you are the business because it's technically under you. But nowadays, since it's morally protected and secure, it'll be under the trust overall. So anything that happens, like since technically you don't own it, yeah, the taxes will be looked differently and everything else because it's not coming from you.
Because basically what I'm gonna do is after I get it set up, all of my income that I make from my job, I'm gonna take it through the S corp and pay myself.
Well, yeah, basically,
along with my business money.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because the main thing you have to just worry about is like, if any time, like if it were to be one of those weird, like one of those, rare moments, if you get sued and all that stuff, that'd probably be a different notion. But other than that, yeah, you pretty much save yourself some trouble
and a whole lot of money.
Yep.
Okay. Miss 702 says she got some questions on that show.
Yeah, we're gonna have to. Yeah, Wally, we're most definitely gonna have to do that because I've basically the last month and a half I've taken all the steps and put everything in place in my organizational structure. And the last piece of that is getting with a trust lawyer and getting all this other stuff drawn up.
So Samuel, he says money getting right now. JP Morgan is signing up with FedNow service along with what it says?
Yeah, FedNow.
Yeah, FedNow. I missed that.
Then the BRIC, all the nations that hate America are trying to come with this BRICS currency that is fully digital.
Yeah, but I'm not surprised. Yeah, but I'm not surprised. But my thing is, the interesting thing with the FedNow, this is my thing with the FedNow. It came right when they, in my opinion, yes, conspiracy, you can say what all you want, but when they handled the co-owner or whatever of the Cash App, that was funny to me. Like you came with right when that issue came up, huh?
Yeah, because they wanted his technology,
right? But that was the crazy part about it. So when that came around, I was like, y'all doing this now? It's through y'all. Let's see how it works. It works sort of the same way. You got the whole crypto thing going. And then now you okay, you're acting real funny with this one. Okay, but cool.
They're setting up the structure with fintech. Yeah, oh man, hey man, I don't want no digital currency. Miss 702, I dropped the link for you. Can you drop his link? What link she talking about?
I think she's talking about my channel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, my channel.
Wally, type exclamation point MAAS.
That's that slowness.
What? That's how you drop your link, man. Because if you drop your link without doing that, it won't be able to link it.
My link dropped.
That's because you would.
Because you're a mod.
Yeah, Wally's a mod too, though.
So hold on, let me open up another tab. Wait,
Miss 702, you got to jump on this panel for overtime. We're in overtime right now.
Nah.
Hold up.
Cause soon
as she jump in, she gonna get the falling off.
She gonna get that hook, that Sandman hook.
Come on, Miss 702. You gonna let your weekend gardener talk about your connection like that? Come on, man.
She knows. She knows.
That ain't even like Miss 702.
I hate when they do this.
I'm speaking facts, son.
Miss 702, not for the streets. That ain't even like her.
Oh wait, I forgot that's 1P. Oh wow.
Come on, Wally.
MAAS.
Oh, I did put 1P.
Just excellent exclamation point. Mars.
He drinking that Snoop Dogg wine.
No. I'm trying to find your channel. That's why I was trying to hit the channel.
Oh.
Yeah, because it was doing so funny. You said
Who's
okay.
host? What's up, host?
Yeah, if you type exclamation point MAAS, man, it'll come up, man.
Nope.
Yeah, it will.
I'm looking at it. No, and I'm saying no.
Right. Yeah. It doesn't show. It doesn't bring up the whole link.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
Don't.
No, that's why I keep saying
Hold on,
no.
let me switch up. Let me switch
Oh,
up.
they're not bringing the whole link up. What, Nightbot got it messed up?
Yeah, my bot got. Yeah, he don't drop the whole link.
Hey, Nightbot and snatched your link. Snatched your link, man. Man, I'm gonna have to go back. Nightbot, I'm gonna have to cut you off for a little bit. I'm gonna have to go back into Nightbot.
Yeah, eventually when I make those YouTube videos, yeah, that I'm gonna throw that in there so you know how that looks. But yeah, there's my channel right there. I dropped it down.
Yeah, man. Let me. I don't know what's wrong with you, dudes.
There you go.
Y'all didn't change y'all's. Y'all didn't change y'all's link. You can change your link, brother, to your name.
She got it.
She got it.
Yes.
Hold on now, Miss 702. You mean to tell me that you're not sub to Your Weekend Gardener?
She watched one of my
other than Henny, Gardner's the only person you mess with, Miss 702. You mean tell me you ain't sub to him yet?
No, she jumped in one of my when she saw one of my videos, she made a comment.
Oh, Miss 702. Here you go, Juggernaut. Am I taking my man purse to the Derby?
He talking about that.
I don't have no man purse. I got a weekender bag. I don't got one of them Liberty purses that they be having, them little dudes be having on their hips, man. They think just cause it's got a wide band that it ain't no purse. Nah, that's a purse.
It got that thin band.
Yeah, that's a purse.
Yeah, I gotta check that. I gotta check that.
Yeah, man, it's a purse, man. That's a merce, man purse. Nah, but I got a weekend. He's talking about my weekend bag, man. Get the hell out of here, Juggernaut. Quit hating. Oh, yeah, this Black Money fam over here, yeah. We're Black Money. Black Money has some nice videos. Black Money has some nice videos. When he went down to the beach this weekend.
A weekend purse.
Hey, man. Juggernaut's a hater, man. He just mad.
Oh my God. You got that weekend purse, bro.
He's hating on my weekender bag, man. Ain't nobody listening to him, man. Ain't nobody listening to you, big brother Juggernaut. Go ahead on, man. Nah, but we're gonna have to have Juggernaut come on here one night because my frat brother, he works for, I'm not gonna put him out there, but he works for a certain movie production company, and I'm gonna have him come on here and give us some lowdown about what's going on the TV shows that he's working on.
You talk about AMC?
Oh, hell no. He does not work for fucking AMC. But yeah, Juggernaut, if you are paying $200 to go to that party, Tell me about it. Because I'm not paying $200 to go walk around the club and see people look at each other to critique what they got on. I'm not doing it.
You can use some of that Cash App money and do it.
Hey man, I'm not putting my Cash App up out there, man. But I will be at Thurby. I will be at Thurby, and we will be kicking it on Millionaires Row. Hobnobbing, rubbing elbows with whoever's gonna be up there. Thank my brother for those tickets. Yeah, he gave me a parking pass, man. I'm parked right across the street from the entrance. I said, damn, little brother.
He balling.
My little brother shows out.
Balling.
Send me a picture of my parking pass. Send me a picture of where I park at, and send me a picture of my ticket. So I gotta get on the road tomorrow. So, Mama, if you're watching, cakes, pies, and food. I'll be home tomorrow.
Hey, I'm glad you kept this show clean, man. Cause my mama and I was talking about it today.
Talking about what?
You being a little extra on the show.
Tell moms I had one of them chili peppers out of her garden. That's why I was a little spicy that night.
Look. What did she say? She said, "Don't have me come down there and wash his mouth out with soap."
I had one of them chili peppers out of her the very best.
Not the soap. Oh Lord.
Yeah. I said, yeah, he got a potty mouth, Mom.
I got sewer mouth.
Oh my God.
It might make me mad. Woo.
You kept it PG on this show. I give it to you.
I always keep it PG.
Come on, man.
Hey man, I say no curse words. I don't say no MFs. I don't say none of that. Now you might get some issues and some dams and some but you ain't gonna get no Mickey Fickies. Oh, but you might get a couple. I'm an asshole, so you're gonna get a couple of those. So asshole. So
well, you know what? Mom. This ain't on my channel anyway. So
sorry, Mom. I apologize. Hey man, I got about 3 moms, man. Hey man, that's what it is when you're a good black man. Everybody wants you to be the son.
All right, well, good black man. we tick it up on my bedtime.
Hey man, nah man, we got 45 minutes. Cut that game on, man. Quit playing with me, man. Cut that game on.
Man, that game gonna be watching me. Hell no.
Get in. I'm about to take this cap off. Put my headphone. Wally, man, cut your Xbox on. Let's get it in. Cut y'all's Xboxes on and let's shoot.
Shoots my face off.
Yeah, man. I'm about to get on. Okay, so before we get off of here, your weekend gardener.
Yeah.
Did you open your present from your son yet? Is it hooked up?
You see it right there?
Okay. Have you cut it on?
Yeah, fool.
Did you?
We supposed to play the other night.
Yeah, I passed out. Did you?
I know you.
Did you look at the Division 2?
Yeah, I was playing it, waiting on you.
It look nice, don't it?
Yeah. Good night, Miss 702.
Miss 702, good night. Miss 702. Tell Henny we said what up. Tell Henny daps. But what you think, man? What do you does the game? Okay, so does the X series look better than your Xbox 360?
It look more cartoonish.
Cartoonish.
Get the hell out of here, man. What kind of lenses you got on?
It look more cartoonish, man.
That man said cartoonish.
Man, if you don't get the hell out of here, cartoonish?
Yeah.
Man, that look realistic, man. This dude here.
Maybe it's my TV.
No, man. I think your content
TV
blurry or something, man. Did you rub some Vaseline in your eyes or something, man? Man, what is wrong, man? What is you talking about, man?
You know what? What's the name of that new game called? Red what?
Redfall. I'm about to get. Yeah, man. Come on, man. Let's get on this Redfall, man, for about 45 minutes.
I gotta buy it, man.
It's free. It's on Game Pass. Oh, you don't got Game Pass.
No. Don't have Game Pass. Sam, it's called Redfall.
Redfall.
I think the game's like $60. I get it Friday.
Juggernaut. What day are you free? So you can give us Atlanta Confidential. What day are you free, Juggernaut? Redfall. Yeah, Redfall.
Yeah.
Juggernaut, what day are you free so we can get Atlanta Confidential? So you can give us the what's going on in Atlanta, man. I need to know what's going on the movie sets. I know you got some end of the show parties that you need to talk about. We are more than interested in hearing what you got to say.
All right, we got up to 15 likes, man. That's not bad.
And I'm still not gonna say what production company you work for. I'm not gonna say none of the shows you work on. That way,
he already said one.
What?
He said Walking Dead.
I mean, he worked on Walking Dead a couple. I'm talking about the new stuff that he worked. He worked on Walking Dead a couple years ago. He's working on some, yeah. He's working on some, yeah.
Some shows. If that's the case, then I'm gonna need you. I'm on an interview. I'm dead ass serious. I'm gonna need an interview.
We're gonna have to do an Atlanta. We're gonna have to do an Atlanta Confidential show about what's going on with all the movies and the TV shows that's filmed in Atlanta. So yeah, we're gonna have Juggernaut on here to talk about that. And the reason I say Juggernaut is because don't nobody know him as Juggernaut.
I know him as Samuel Johnson.
It's a strike. Oh, the movies is on Star with the Georgia. Oh no. Okay, so since it's a strike, what was the last show that you worked on, Juggernaut? What's the last show that you worked on? Oh, the Writers Guild.
Yeah, a show called Writers.
I don't want. He worked on some. Yeah, he didn't work on. Yeah, for real. I'm gonna see if he's gonna tell me. Last Average Joe. Okay, Average Joe.
Average Mojo.
I know he worked on. What's that show?
I don't know. I didn't get my team.
I know he worked on P Valley. He worked on P Valley before. That's yeah. He worked on P Valley and a couple other ones. So yeah, we're gonna get Juggernaut on here. He's gonna give us the lowdown of what's going on in ATL. Deion Cole is an Average Joe. I already know P Valley was crazy. I want to know some of them stories that's going on in the background. We want to know some of the P Valley backstories. So we're gonna have Juggernaut on here. We're gonna leave his name at that. And Juggernaut's gonna come on our show and he's gonna give us the lowdown of what's going on in the movie sets in Atlanta. Like I said,
we gonna scramble his face and voice?
I mean, yeah, we can do that. He's worked on P Valley. He's working on Average Joe. He's worked on Walking Dead. So yeah, he's gonna be able to give us the lowdown about what's going on. But that's a special show that's coming up. So yeah, Juggernaut is gonna come on here anonymously and tell us what's going on in the ATL. So yeah, get ready for that.
Hey man, looks like
I like Deion Cole. Yeah, man. Get your moisturized hands off my soap. Yeah, man. I like Deion Cole. Funny dude. I know his last special that he did that was on Netflix. Oh man, it was funny. Deion, hey, I like Deion Cole. I like Deion. Juggernaut, when is your next comedy show? See, Rob, you'll see me tomorrow. See, Rob, have the bourbon ready. I'll be ready to drink. Have it ready. The bourbon. And I don't want that swill neither. Have it good. Yeah, you and my brother have that good shit open.
Stuff.
Or I'm gonna open it.
Good stuff.
Have that good manure open.
It's too late now, man. It's too late. My mom already heard you cussing.
Oh man, moms be all right, man. I ain't saying no shit. Shit, damn, man. Ain't no cuss words. It's just words.
Yeah. All right, man. I'm about to bounce, man. I gotta get
up. Juggernaut said he is gonna do some searching for some good intel. So yeah, we're gonna have an action-packed show when we bring Juggernaut on here to give us the lowdown on what's going on the movie sets in Atlanta. So yeah, stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for that. Yeah, we need the lowdown on what's going on in the ATL, what's going on the AUC, and what's just going on in. You're gonna be our the Atlanta correspondent, Juggernaut. He's gonna come over here at least once every couple weeks and give us the lowdown what's going on in Atlanta. Yeah, we're gonna keep it moving. You don't pay attention, man. You be having more stories than them for me when I be talking to you. But yeah, see, Rob, see, Rob. I told him I'm doing the live from 30. So yeah, like I said, my little brother does big.
Hey, man, he closed the shop and left it on.
Who's that?
Gardner.
What'd he do? Yeah,
Did he just close the shop and put this camera on?
Nah, he probably went to go get some tea. But you see that thing in the background?
I'm about to say because the way he had to look, I'm like, wait, did he close shop and just left the camera on?
Yeah, you see his hydroponics. You see his hydroponics tent in the background.
I am about to shut down the show.
You see his hydroponics. What you got in the hydroponics tent? You got something good in there?
I got some sleep in there. I'm about to go get it.
It's sleeping, all right. It's sleeping.
He got some sleep in there. That's what I'm gonna receive.
I'm about to leave the camera on and leave, y'all.
Hey man, we went for 2 hours.
Don't leave the camera now. You know people be spying.
Hey,
we only plan to go for 2 hours.
Ain't nothing going on here.
We only plan to go for 2 hours, but your weekend gardener, he didn't showed us his hydroponics tent, so we gotta end this show early.
For the DEA see me, huh?
He didn't showed us his hydroponics tent with his tomatoes and his onions. And we're gonna close the show off. Today was another success as usual. Our subscribers are always growing. We're gonna be some more consistent. But yeah, we really gonna grow once we get Juggernaut on here to give us the lowdown on what's going on in the A. But we will be back Thursday. I'm not sure what we're gonna be talking about, but I will be coming in. I will be coming on live from Thurby, from Louisville, Kentucky, home of Muhammad Ali, from Churchill Downs. So I hope that y'all gonna join us Thursday. It's gonna be a good night. Your weekend gardener's over at slouching. We done seen the bald spot on the top of his head, so we're gonna end the night on that.
That's not a bald spot. That's a soft spot.
Wally, get the people. If you haven't checked out Wealth Talk Productions, go check Wally's page out. I'm gonna let him get his word in. I'm gonna let your weekend gardener get his word in. And then I'm gonna we're gonna cut the cord on this show tonight because I got gaming to do.
Well, my last piece of words is I hope y'all enjoy the ups and downs of what we had to say about YouTube. Other than that, as far as for the other shows that will come through, I mean, hey, stay tuned.
And as far as me, I'm gonna keep pushing on. Yeah, I was kind of down and out on YouTube.
Oh man, we're gonna pick you up, brother. We're gonna pick you up.
Yeah, but I think I might be back. I think I'm gonna start editing videos.
Man, you get back out of here in these YouTube streets.
Yeah, man. You know, I actually have about 25 videos I gotta edit.
I got like 20 videos from this summer. I still gotta, man. I'm gonna get around to them. I'm gonna post. I need to post all that.
I need to create 48 more shorts.
For what?
What you mean for what?
48 more shorts?
Yep.
That's such a random number.
Okay, you remember that live stream I did about the living wage within each state?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, okay. Well, I'm converting that into shorts. That information that I gave, I'm converting that into shorts.
So what was the first 2 states that you did?
Huh?
What were
the first 2 shorts? Yeah. Like if you remember that article that I had or that I presented, that article, I'm using that article, and then what I'm doing is out of each state, I'm basically taking each state, giving that information out, and then I'm just filling that in as shorts consistently, like just giving out all those shorts. So whoever is in each state, they're gonna get that piece of information.
Wealth Talk Productions. Go check Wally out. And like I said, we thank y'all for tuning in. Like, share, subscribe to Wealth Talk Productions, Your Weekend Gardener, Mass Appeal. Juggernaut,